my name is Jana and you're watching Finnish Knitting Stories, episode number 157. Welcome or welcome back. I'm coming to you from Finland and we will be talking about knitting today. And a bit of crochet, but mostly knitting. So how have you been? How was your week? Mine was hectic. a bit hard, but let's not get into it. Let's talk about happy things. That's what we are here for. Your weekly distraction. Present from real life. I've been hiding from real life. Not sure how healthy it is. But yeah, sometimes you need that for your own sanity. Okay, so let's start with what I'm wearing today. Isn't this one happy sweater? Isn't this one happy sweater? If you're a long-term viewer, you have seen this before because it's my birthday cast on from last year. And you can probably guess the weather today. Not too warm. I'm wearing a full long sleeve color work sweater. It's the lovely Choose Your Own Fungi by Grey Owl Knits. As I said, it was my birthday cast on last year and I even finished it in time for my next birthday. No, I finished it in spring already, didn't I? Yes. So it was a lovely knit. It always makes me happy. It has all of these mushrooms. September is next week, by the way. I'm also wearing mushroom earrings. They were a gift. They were a gift from a lovely viewer that also gifted me the color work yarn for this sweater. So yeah, we met at Jyväskylä Knit Festival. And yeah, mushroom theme is going strong. So that's what I'm wearing today. I'll get up. It's a lot of mushrooms. It's a lot of mushrooms and what is it? A mouse. And there are some frogs and yeah, I love this sweater. What else I can tell you? My birthday is coming up in what, less than 2 weeks, and we will talk about birthday knitting plans at the end. Yeah, let's do that. But now let's get into finished objects and current whips and what else? I don't know, whatever comes to my mind today. I have very brief notes today because I don't know, woke up with a terrible headache, have been trying to shake it, went outside, not much help. I don't know, must be the weather. Very pressing. It's not raining, but it feels like it might. Anyway, let's go to finished objects because I have 3, but 2 are kind of the same thing. You will soon know what I'm talking about, but let's start with the first one, with the big one. That was already ready last week. It was ready last week, but it wasn't dry last week. So I couldn't show you this beast, which is my Crochet Summer top. I know, summer is over, but the weather channel is promising warm weather next week. We'll see. We'll see. Do I get to wear this? But I will model it for you. I'll insert some kind of footage. So I got inspired by another knitter or maker, not just knitter, this is crochet, on Instagram. Her name is Terhi. She made this in a rosy color, and the pattern, well, the pattern is from old Finnish magazine. This one, it's from what year? 2018. And I haven't been able to locate this pattern anywhere online, and I tried and I could not find it anywhere, so I'm sorry. If you're in Finland, you maybe can find that magazine from a library or from secondhand or like somewhere maybe. And if you're not in Finland, I apologize. I don't know where you can get this pattern. But oh, I wanted to show you how it looked on a model here. Give me a moment. Oh, I don't have a bookmark anymore. I try to be quick. I'll try to be very, very quick. They have many other great crochet patterns in this one. Where are you? Where are you? Here. So it looked like this on a model. It does not look like this on me because I made some modifications to it. First of all, mine is in thicker yarn. I used this lovely thick French cotton, vintage French cotton that I got from my husband's auntie. And we established that it's at least from 80s, maybe even earlier. And I used all of it. Every single drop I had. This came out pretty hefty. Because, you know, crochet. Crochet always eats more yarn, and it's cotton, and cotton is heavier than wool per meters. I haven't put it on a scale yet, but it feels substantial. I'll put the weight of my little summer top on the screen. And I was a bit worried that there was some yellowing in the yarn, but I think most of it came out. I don't know. Is there some, or is my eye tricking me? I'm not sure. It looks pretty alright and even. Maybe here a little bit. Maybe it's just light. I don't know. Can you see any yellowing? I washed it with the detergent that's meant for whites. Because once my husband bought that by accident, I sent him to get a laundry detergent. Now, he was at the store and I asked him to pick up, and he just picked up a random bottle. It was the one we use, but for whites. So now I'm trying to use it up. We don't have a lot of white things that need exclusively white laundry detergent, but, well, sorry. So, I love this top. It came out cute. I modified the sleeves because the sleeves that were in the pattern were not coming out well on my scale. Mine is bigger, so the armpit was lower. I faffed around and made this kind of solution, and yeah, I think it looks very good on, and it will go with a lot of different things. You can wear it on top of a sleeveless linen dress, you can wear it with a wide-legged pant, you can do a lot of things, even with jeans. Would be cute with shorts, but I don't do shorts. But on someone, maybe. Yeah, maybe with a linen skirt. Anyway. I really like it. I'm happy with the end result, and I used up a very old yarn that's been sitting in a basket forever. I have a big basket where I keep crochet yarns separately from my knitting yarns, because you never know, they might fight. Okay. I'm sorry for the extra silly today, but it's the sweater. I blame the sweater. I think I just had a bit hard week, and now I'm finally trying to relax at the end of the week, and all the tension is coming out, and it comes out as portions of silly. But you know that, right? You're here for it, I hope. So yeah, that's my first finished object. I don't know, I'm obsessed with these flowers. I'm wondering what else I could do with these. Maybe in a smaller scale. Or even bigger scale. I don't know. I really love this pattern. I wish I could find it online, that all of you who wants to make it could make it. But it's in a magazine. Oh, there is also this with the same kind of flower. But I don't like it in black. I don't know, maybe in some other color, but that looks like fun. How would it work not in a cotton? It's a poncho. I think it's the same kind of flower, yeah. Would that work in something else than cotton? That would be fun. I don't need new ideas. I need to deal with my old ideas, because new cast-ons will be coming up. And I need to freeze some needles for that. Okay. Can I put it away? I'll put it away. So that was my big finished object. And then I have two little ones, which are basically the same thing. Also white. I don't know what's happening. Well, if you follow me on Instagram, or if you're on my Patreon, you know probably already that we had hail, snow, and horrible rainstorm last Sunday. It ruined my flowers, it ruined all my vegetables that were still doing fine, except for beans. Beans survived. Oh, and potatoes survived. Everything else did not make it, unfortunately. I had so beautiful, lush salads there in the garden because it finally got cooler, and salads don't like excessive heat. Salads like it a bit cooler. And they were thriving, and I was getting fresh salad from there every day. And the weather destroyed them, and I'm sad. Also, my flowers, all the summer flowers, they didn't make it. Autumn flowers survived, except gladiolus. Gladiolus got ruined. But I have dahlias, I have something else that we're good. We have some flowers left too. Some flowers left to make me happy. So anyway, on Sunday I was feeling really down from that weather, because I was like, come on, it's August, what is happening? I needed a pick-me-up. I needed something to cheer me up quickly. Instant gratification, you know. And what does a knitter do? Knitter casts on things according to weather. So weather made me do it. I saw this pattern. It's by same designer that designed all my kaftan, that I will show you in a moment. Anarchiv, like, yeah, it sounds like anarchy. Anarchiv. I'm not sure how she says it, but that's what's playing in my head. And she showed this pattern on her Instagram a few weeks ago, and I thought, oh, that's such a clever pattern. So they are little wristlets, little mitts. They are called magical wristies, and the magical thing about them is that you knit them flat. Completely flat. So you start at the beginning. I don't have a started one, both are finished. So anyway, sorry, I'm trying to keep my thoughts organized today. So I made a pair for myself, and then the little one, of course, wanted a pair for her. So I made 2 pairs. They are a very quick project. One per evening, like 1 pair per evening. And I think great for the gifting season, for the Christmas season, because you can whip them up really quickly. And there is no like seaming with a sewing needle. There is nothing like that. It's all, you knit them flat, but it's all one piece. It's really clever pattern. I don't know how she came up with this thing. The woman is brilliant. I love how her brain works. That's for sure. Some people are just born with that amazing added functionality that you can figure out things like this. So yeah, you knit it all flat, everything. There is no extra ends. You weave in 2 yarn ends, the one you start with and the one you finish with, and they are both in the same place here under. I already cut mine because it's woven in. So made magic wristies, and they are magic because mornings are very, very cool, and I could always use a bit of extra warmth because it's also heating season. I'm heating the house. Oh, there is some muck on my hands. I'm heating the house because I'm here today. So I made these, and I made these for the little one. The yarn is wool with a bit of angora. The one we got a couple of years ago from the Christmas market in the neighboring town. It was in the Vlogmas, I think 2 years ago, yeah. And there was no labels or anything, but I would say it's around probably DK weight because I got a perfect gauge on Sofia's. And the pattern has 4 sizes, from kid up to adult large. So yeah, I don't know, do the boys want the pair as well? I'll ask. If they do, it's a nice quick knit. But Bruno actually asked for a pair of leg warmers, so I'm looking for yarn. I'm going through the room looking for yarn for leg warmers because he rarely asks for things, and now he did, and I was like, yeah, I'm on it. Okay, so these are great. These are beautiful, beautiful. There is that detail where you join the bits together. I think these are great. I think I could knit them up as gifts for friends and relatives, because I rarely do knit gifts, only for the closest family, but I think these are very manageable, and you can use DK weight yarn, you can use fingering plus mohair or alpaca fluff, or like whatever you want. I think these would be beautiful in Finnish wool with alpaca fluff. But these are lovely, and I used up yarn that we bought a long time ago. I made Sofia mittens with this yarn, but she has grown out of them already, so now she will get little wristies. She was very excited about these. Yeah, and they felt like a very appropriate project for the weather when there was snow on the ground in August. So I'm still upset. It's been almost a week and I'm still upset. And that's the leftover that I have, and I think maybe another little pair can come out of this. I think, maybe. Okay, so those are all my finished objects. Let's dive into WIPs, works in progress. What I've been working on, I think pretty much same 3 things that I showed you last week. But I have made a bit of progress on each of them. So let's start with the Weekender, because it was on top. This is the Weekender by Andrea Mowry, and I'm on the first sleeve. So there has been progress. There has been progress. It's good. It's good. I tried it on this morning to determine the length of the sleeve. Fits lovely, and the yarn feels wonderful against the skin, even though it is Finnish sheep wool. It can feel a bit rustic, but this one also has 50% of recycled silk. This is Tukuwool Nordic Resilk. It's their new yarn. I bought it with my own money. Nothing is sponsored. I bought everything with my own money at the Jyväskylä Knit Fest, and yeah, I will soon have a sweater. And I think I will have 150-gram skein left over. I'm wondering, can I make a hat out of it? I'll collect all the leftovers, and I will see if I could make a if I could make a matching hat out of it, because I know I will have one extra somehow. I don't know how. Yeah, because I didn't know if I'm knitting size 3 or 4, and I went with 3, which was a good choice. It has enough positive ease, but not too much. So yeah, like it, working on it. First sleeve, I'm on the ribbing already, so almost there. And then just one more sleeve. Maybe I could finish it during the weekend. Hopefully. Then I will have a Weekender sweater finished in a weekend. To be worn on a weekend. Okay. I told you there will be extra dose of silly today. So, the Weekender by Andrea Mowry coming up. What else? I worked on Sofia's My Kaftan Mini version from the one I made for myself. I'm using same pattern, just scaling it down. There is no kit pattern yet. We will see if there. We were trying it on. Well, I ran into a problem with this because I ran out of yarn, and I was so sure that I have one full ball somewhere, and I was going around. I was looking everywhere. I was like, did it drop under the chair? I looked everywhere. And I was like, hold on, let's put it on a scale. Yeah, I don't have an extra ball. I have knit up all the yarn I had. I'm actually working on the bottom ribbing there. Yeah, and now I'm thinking what to do, because we tried it on. There's long cable in at the moment, and it feels a tad long. Like, I think I would like it a bit shorter on Sofia. And the practical cheapskate in me is telling, rip it back and do the sleeves first and then end the length where your yarn ends. but then I'm thinking, should I just bite the bullet and get an extra ball? I went to the store online store where I bought this yarn, and with the shipping, it will be very expensive ball of yarn. And I tried to look for something else from the store, if I can find something else to add, like what I need. And I was thinking yarn for Bruno's leg warmers, but I couldn't find anything in the right color or right thickness, and I'm just still sitting on it. Should I order one more ball of this fluff, which is Rauma Alpaca Lin? I already looked at my dress. Should I rip that one a bit back and use the yarn? But I was like, no, leave it alone. It's perfect. Don't touch it. And I don't know. It is quite long right now. I think I got carried away a bit on the length. It's now almost maxi size. Like, it's very long midi. I don't know what's the middle size. It's neither here nor there at the moment. So I was thinking, should I just make it a bit shorter? Yeah. I don't know. So I'm still processing what to do with it. Luckily, there is still enough time for her birthday. Her birthday is in mid September, so it's fine if it's done by then. Let's see. Do I get more yarn, or do I work with what what we have? Okay, yeah, that was it. Not gonna tell you anything else about Oh My Kaftan because it's marinating. I'm thinking what to do with it. And then my third whip for today is Hindelooper Shawl by Chris Knits. Oh. I've been enjoying this immensely. I've been enjoying it so much, and if you don't know the story, it's a very long story. I'll tell you the short version. I saw this at the Knit to Purl to Yarn Festival in the Netherlands last autumn, where I was invited kindly by lovely Sarah from It's a Sarah knitting podcast, and I had no idea what it is, and silly me didn't approach the lady. I actually saw two of these, and I approached none of them, and I I was tracking down this pattern like mad hunting dog when I came home and started processing, and I couldn't get it out of my mind. And I found it. I managed to buy it, even though it was listed as only part of the kit, but I tracked it down. I even got it in English. What crazy things knitters do for the pattern, because I couldn't get it out of my mind. And then I started knitting it in Nutiden, in Swedish unspun, and I think it's a lovely combo of the pattern and the yarn, and I love this so much. So yeah, it's this kind of, not a poncho, like not a shrug, I don't know what it is. It's called a shawl, but it's bigger, it's better, it's this amazing thing that you wear. And it's knit in the round, but then you stick it open and join the pieces, and all the magic happens. And I'm working on both pieces concurrently. This is my first piece, which is the back, and I'm almost caught up on this, which will be two long front panels. So yeah, I'm almost at the same spot. The only thing I can say about this is this makes me very happy. I forgot how much I enjoyed working on it. It is a lot of color work, and this leaf motif is a bit hard to follow because the pattern repeats are really long. Like, whole page is one repeat in some of the rows. Some of the rows are easier, and then yeah, you need to follow the chart all the time. It's not the some were more intuitive, but this leafy one I need to really focus. So it looks lovely. It looks lovely, doesn't it? Yeah, working on it, enjoying it very much. I try to do at least a couple of rows a day. Preferably first thing in the morning after little one leaves to school, and yeah, it's growing slowly, because in a week if you even do a couple of rows a day, you get a good chunk added to it. So yeah, that's my daily mindful knitting project. Okay, go there. What else? Let's talk about dream knitting. Dream knitting. um, you know, I do birthday cast-ons, and my birthday is in less than 2 weeks. And I've been thinking, what do I want to knit? And I decided that I want to knit a cardigan this year. Was it last year when I did a mini-sode about my birthday cast-ons? I think it was. I think it was last year. I'll link it somewhere that you can click and watch it if you want. So I have this tradition that every year on my birthday in the morning I cast on a special project, and then I work on it, and the main thing is to finish it before my next birthday. And so far, success rate has been 100%. And this will be my, I think, 6th year of me doing that. I have done a shawl, I have done a few sweaters, I have even done a dress, and I think one cardigan. Was cardigan my very first one? So I think it's time for another cardigan. And I've been going through my Ravelry library and through my favorites and through my books and magazines, and I've been thinking, what do I want to knit? What kind of cardigan? There is one that's not in my library. I haven't bought the pattern yet, but I've been thinking about it, because if I start it, it would be a very special project. It's the heirloom quilt cardigan, which is color work with these blocks. It's basically a box with the sleeves, but it has these quilt blocks and it looks lovely. And I was thinking that I could knit it in Nutiden leftovers, because I have all kind of little bits and pieces that I could use for the blocks. But then again, it's a color work and it's a Nutiden, and I'm already working on this and I don't want them to compete, but I would love that, I think. I don't know, that's one. And the other one I've been thinking about is the Big Cozy Cardi by Andrea Maury, because I bought the main body yarn for it a while ago. I'll show you the yarn. I'll go get it. So I'm back. I bought this yarn a while ago, and it's Yellovilla Finnish yarn dyer, and this one is called Rasu Sorja, which is 70% Finnish sheep wool and 30% recycled wool. And you can see the little flecks. I don't know what is it with me and the little flecks lately. Yeah, so that Big Cozy is this oversized, I think rather simple knit. It's just a lot of it, and I have this yarn for the color is Hopsy. It's this a bit like very gently, maybe like lilac-y gray, and I was thinking if I use this as my main color, and then there is this like a neck part, like a neck shawl bit, which I think Andrea knitted in some kind of fluffy yarn. Was it alpaca? I was thinking, oh, what if we pick some brighter color for it? And I've been trying to find alpaca, brushed alpaca for it, but I can't find it in the right color. The color I have in my mind, I want it in like a bright coral something, like maybe not even coral, maybe something leaning pink. I don't have brushed alpaca in my stash. I have some Drops Brushed Alpaca, and something by Sandnes Garn, but they are not in the right colors. They are not even close to the color that I have in my head. I wanted, yeah, maybe like a bit neon coral. Uh, this is not even close, but like this also would be lovely, just way more gentle. This one I picked up at, it's called Summer Carnival by Laurel Knits, but I would need 2 of these, and I only have 1. I need to check if she dyes this color still. This would be very gentle one, but I was thinking, should I go brighter? Because anyway, I would need to order 1 more of these or completely new alpaca yarn. I want it fluffy. I want it soft and fluffy because it's around your neck and it's next to skin, and I want something. I was thinking, oh, maybe boucle, but then no boucle. Maybe just brushed alpaca. And I've been looking at different makers and commercial and hand dyed, and just can't find the one that would speak to me. I think it would look good with a bright coral, but it also looks good with this. It's just much softer look. So I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Or should I go with the other one? Or maybe something else? Do you have a good suggestion for me? What should be my birthday cast on this year? Ideally, that I would have at least partially yarn from my stash for it. No big yarn purchases at the moment. My money is going into different direction. Yeah, where it's needed more. I have no business of buying yarn at the moment, but if I just need 1 skein for my birthday project, or like 2 skeins of different color, yeah, I could always dye something up, but I don't have a base like that. So it would be easier to buy from some other lovely maker, because I love knitting with other people's yarn. I'm not the yarn dyer who only knits exclusively with own yarn, because I would be bored. And it feels more like work. So I enjoy knitting with other people's yarn very much. Okay, so what else? Yeah, then it's not just my birthday that's coming up next month, it's also our little one's birthday. And I've been thinking about her gift, because I always make her something. And a while ago I came up, I saw this beautiful maker from the UK. She has Instagram, Oh So Rosy Handmade, and she makes miniature stuff. And of course she doesn't ship to the EU because of dumb laws and regulations, and they are ruining it for us. She has all kind of cute little things, and she was showing this travel box for little My Leg mice. My Leg is a toy brand. It's a Nordic toy brand, and we have some My Leg stuff. Sofia has a bunny, and a little birdie told me that she's getting a mouse for birthday this year. Not from me, but I know she's getting a mouse from someone else. And I was thinking, oh, what if I make a little house for a mouse? So this Oh So Rosy Handmade shows a mini tutorial of how she makes this little travel box from a jewelry box. Just, she got, I don't know, Amazon or somewhere else, wherever she got it. And well, I have a thing. I have a jewelry box. I'm hiding everything under the chair. Because little one keeps coming in here and looking at things, and I don't want any surprises to be ruined. I haven't started on the project, but here is the jewelry box. So, and you improve it with all kind of fabrics and trims, and adding lace and little hangers here, and then a little mouse lives here, and the mouse fits perfectly in this slot. I think I'm gonna take this out and glue the fabric down and just spruce it up a little bit, and then make more clothing for the mouse and all kind of miniature things. And when Sofia turned, I think 5, I made her Christopher bunny. Should I bring the bunny? Do you want to see how Bunny is doing? This will be in the same theme, but she's been playing with smaller toys now also more, and Mouse is smaller, and I'll bring the bunny. Give me, hold on, don't go anywhere. I'm back with the bunny. So this was Sofia's birthday gift when, I'm pretty sure she turned 5. That can't be right. Oh, that's really long time ago. So I made her the bunny. Is Bunny decent? I need to check if Bunny is decent. Bunny is decent. Bunny is wearing clothes. I think some of the clothes are missing now from there. So, oh, the bunny even has the original outfit. The pattern is Christopher bunny, but oh, we have a girl bunny, so she's not Christopher. Yeah, and I made clothes, and I made blankets and pillows, and these have been used a lot, and there have been new things. There are hats and dresses, and I think some of them are in the laundry at the moment because some stuff is missing from here, but little scarves and little hats, and something is missing. But anyway, this bunny is very well loved. We can do well loved knits. You can see it's a bit worn, but it's loved. It's loved a lot. I think the yarn has held up pretty well. I can see some stuffing coming a little bit out, so probably my knitting tension could have been a bit tighter, but this was a nice pattern. I think the yarn has held up okay. If I remember right, this was Drops Baby. No, not Baby Merino. Merino Extra Fine? Or still the thicker one. I think this was Merino Extra Fine. Anyway, I have the details in my Ravelry project. I'll links down below as always. So yeah, Sofia takes this with her when she goes to grandparents, and generally when we go on trips, she has this little suitcase with her. Suitcase is also still in pretty good condition. So I was thinking, because she's getting a mouse, yeah, so I would make her another travel box for the mouse. Mouse is much smaller in scale, and I could add all kind of cute little miniatures in here. Maybe sew some outfits and knit some outfits and add all kind of little trinkets, little bits in here. So, but it's a secret. But I'll take you with me on this journey. So I was thinking, yeah, that would be her handmade gift this year. She always wants some kind of surprise, so that would be her little surprise. Yeah. What else? Oh, about the let's go to knit and chat. Let's go to knit and chat, and hiding everything under the chair. Let's go to knit and chat, and I have a very useful information to share with you. I mentioned chestnuts that we have there. Well, I knew they are not edible because they didn't look like edible chestnuts, and several people told me that it's most likely horse chestnut. And then I got a comment from Annie from Prague, who told me, do you know that horse chestnuts are great moth repellents? And I was like, I did not know that. Thank you very much. And now I'm sharing this information with you. I googled, and that is absolutely true. I trusted Annie and her Slovak grandmother, who transferred the knowledge to her. So they have this thing. Horse chestnuts contain this natural chemical that is called, I wrote it down, triterpenoid saponins, something in that range. And so when you collect those conkers and you put them in your closet, when they dry, they release this smell that moths obviously hate. Google told me. Google told me that's how it works, and I'll be collecting some conkers and putting them in lovely breathable fabric bags and stuffing them on my knit sweater shelf, and also in my yarn drawers and my yarn shelves. I have all kind of anti-moth things around here, but you can never have too many. And then you need to collect them in autumn and put them there and then replace them next year. So definitely gonna collect all the chestnuts I can find there and use them as moth repellent. So thank you so much, Annie, for this valuable knowledge, and now I'm sharing it with everyone that if you have horse chestnuts, go get them. They are good for keeping pesky moths away from your precious wool. So yeah, because I use lavender, I use cedar wood balls and discs and all kind of things. I use bay leaf, you can never have too much moth protection. No, because we don't want that. They are scary little buggers. So yeah, and then I use also essential oils, the same cedar wood and lavender that I put on cedar wood balls and stuff them around everywhere. Like if you start pulling yarn out of my shelves, those things are just, the balls are just falling falling from the shelves. Yeah, but so far so good. Stuff is working, and now we will add some chestnuts and we're all covered. A full anti-moth protection. What else? Happy moment. I had a happy moment just this morning because little one already left for school, and we were at the table with the big kiddo. He was eating his morning porridge, I was drinking my morning coffee, and we just had an absolutely silly conversation. He started conversation about people's names and like why people are named certain way and how does it affect them, like do you think you choose your job because of your, like, is there a correlation between professions people choose and the names they have? And then he was asking about like rare names. He was very curious about names. He asked, is Sisko and Veli real names? Because he couldn't grasp the idea that people can be named brother or sister. That's Finnish words. Sisko is sister and Veli is brother in Finnish. And people used to use those words as the first names very often back in the day. Actually, I know some people who have that as their middle name still, and like older generation, and yeah, it was a trend a long while ago, and he was just curious about that, like why. And I was like, I don't know, people choose to name their kids like that, and yeah, and that the trends for the names change, and sometimes people want to be original, sometimes it's a family tradition, and we were just sitting and having this fun conversation with the kiddo, and I was like, yeah, this is a really good moment. This is a really good moment, and I had one of those. So yeah, I don't think I have anything else for today. It's already pretty lengthy episode. Weekend is coming, and I need a good rest because this week was very busy and hectic, and I haven't been feeling my best. I think it's partially the weather, partially I've been working a lot trying to accomplish things, and I dyed a lot of yarn this week, and my foot is screaming at me, and then my knee started to hurt because I was trying to keep weight off my achy foot, and anyway, this woman is falling apart. So I'm thinking I need to have a rest this weekend, and my husband is working, so we can't. I'm not brave enough to do any building around here without him. We're doing some stuff we're doing some stuff around here, so I will just probably rest. And anyway, it's it's promised big rain tomorrow, so maybe it's a good thing. We will do something fun with the kids. Yeah, and I will be secretly working on Sofia's birthday project. But I can only do that when she's sleeping, which means late evenings. I need to stay sharp, drink some coffee in the evening to be able to accomplish that. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna go now. If you'd like to share your happy moment or your current projects or maybe your dream projects with me, I would appreciate that. Maybe you have some good ideas for my birthday cast on. Maybe something completely new that I haven't even thought about. But I think I want it to be a cardigan. Okay, I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go and hang around in my silly sweater. I'm planning to wear it whole day. I'm gonna go to the store because I need to do grocery shopping. And I'm gonna wear this. Might need to put a jacket on top because it is pretty cold. Mornings have been below 10 degrees Celsius, sometimes much below, and on a good day it goes up to plus 18 maybe on a good day, but mostly not. Okay, not gonna take more of your time, and just thank you so much for being here with me. It's always nice to talk to you. Take care, knit a lot, stay safe, stay sane, all of the usual, and I will see you next time. Wear something happy this weekend. Do it, wear something happy, whatever makes you happy, because happy knits are the best. Okay, bye.